Getting right into today's video, we're going to be starting off by taking off my lovely client's design. If you guys did not know who Britney is, now you know. The beautiful tattoos and the beautiful long stiletto nails belong to her. We adore her on my channel, and I hope you guys enjoy me doing her nails as well. We're going to be starting off by removing her current design. I do acrylic base, so she requested a green base with those spider webs and spiders, as you guys can see. I am gonna have to remove that, and to do so I'm gonna be taking my Efile at a speed of about 12,000 RPMs, and I'm using a medium grit bit. I have actually been thinking about going up to a coarse one because, as you guys can see, her nails are thick and very long, which means it's a very lengthy process. For reference, I know a lot of the time I don't mention how long it takes, but it did take me a good hour just to remove that green color off of her entire set because, again, very, very thick and very long. I'm just gonna keep going in, file. Lots of dust was everywhere. I attempted to use my Valentino dust collector. It didn't do much for me, so I'm gonna definitely have to bring in my Kiara Sky one and test it out for you guys in the salon setting. But I'm just gonna go in, finish removing that very carefully. If she has any lifting, I'll go ahead and thin it out at this point. But I'm gonna be taking my hand file. This one is from Not Polish. I've been loving their hand files. They're very, very sturdy and they do a really good job. So definitely recommend them if you guys are looking for a good file. And then, as you can see, I'm going over top of the surface. When I feel like I did too many ridges and too many bumps on the surface, I go in with my hand file to smooth everything out. That way, when I go in with my next colored acrylic, it lays perfectly and smooth. So just a quick little tip on that as well. I'm going to be going in now with my Mandrel bit. This one is from Profiles Backstage with the same sanding man that I typically use. It's the purple one in fine grit. And I'm going to be going in and just buffing off the shine from her natural nail. And then again, if I have any lifting left or any lifting at all, I'll go ahead and remove that at this point. She has the smallest amount of lifting, so I'm just going to very carefully remove that with this bit. Efile is at 4,000 RPMs, as I like to do with all of my prep as well. Now, if you are new to my channel, Britney has been struggling with what we think is an allergic reaction. I think after this set, we are going to be experimenting with different products. So if you guys have any experience with allergic reactions, let your girl know what products you guys have switched to, because I definitely want to continue to do her nails, and she definitely doesn't want to quit getting her nails done as well. I'm going to be going in with this diamond bit from Profiles Backstage and just filing that dead skin off around that cuticle. And then we're going to be skipping her cuticles again because we don't want to irritate her skin more than it already gets irritated. So we are going to leave all that intact. And I'm going to be going in with a primer. This is the XXX Bond from Not Polish, adding 2 coats of that on her natural nail only, making sure that I'm staying on her natural nail and not getting onto her skin. Now for our acrylic application, I'm going to be taking Peaky Nude from Not Polish. It is like the perfect nude for her skin tone. So if you guys have clients that have similar skin tone, definitely recommend this one. It fits very, very well. I'm going to be going in and pretty much rebalancing, refilling, redoing her set using this nude color. Now, I'm not going to lie, I was a little bit nervous. Didn't know how well it was going to cover her existing set since she still has those red hearts underneath. I was pleasantly surprised and definitely excited that I didn't have to choose a different color because I really wanted to use this one. So I'm just going to be going in with my basic acrylic application, going from the tip upwards towards the cuticle area, building that apex nicely and building up that thickness that she likes for her length of the nail that she has. Making sure that everything is nice and opaque, so I went back in a little bit and added a little bit more nude when I felt like it needed a little bit more opaqueness. Again, starting off with a medium-sized bead, we're going to place that near the center of the nail and then quickly just blend it outwards, downwards, tucking in the sides, making sure that I am moving her finger as well to aid me in the process. You can see how I'm taking my left hand and kind of just twisting and turning so that I have a better view of what I'm doing. And then, of course, always cleaning up those sides, tucking it in so that I don't have to do an excessive amount of filing at the end. And I also don't want over spillage on the sides because that can always cause lifting. So make sure you guys are paying attention to that as well. And then if you need to, you can always pull back the skin a little bit as well to try to get into those hard to reach areas. And per usual, I forget to mention the size of the brush. This one is a Kiara Sky brush in size 14. Absolutely love it. The bristles are super, super soft. So if you're looking for a good brush, this one is definitely one of my go-tos. And I always gravitate towards it because it is just so freaking pretty. So definitely recommend that one. Now when it comes to finishing the nail by filing, I'm going to go in with my Efile at a speed of 10,000 RPMs. That's pretty much my comfortable speed. And I'm going back and using that same 5-in-1 bit that I used earlier. And I'm going to be going around focusing on that cuticle area, making sure that it is nice and flush. That is what I focus on first. And then I go in on the rest of the nail. So I sometimes go vertically up and down. I do smaller strokes. It kind of just depends on what I'm feeling. And then lately I have actually been using my hand file as well. Again, just kind of depends on what I'm feeling and whether I want to shut off my Efile and grab a hand file or what is going on through my head. I think I was just trying to finish up this process to get to the nail art, so I just went ahead and continued to use my Efile. And as you can see, I'm just kind of going in around that cuticle again, vertically up and down, filing the surface of the nail. Very, very light pressure. It is important to try to stabilize that thoroughly throughout the entire process. Otherwise, you can create tons of ridges on the surface of the nail, and the whole key is to get it nice and smooth. I'm going to be going in with my hand file once again, the same one from Not Polished, and I'm going to be sharpening up those sides, and I kind of angle my file a little bit underneath the nail as well, just to make sure that if I got any acrylic under there, I go ahead and file it at this point. And I'm always trying to look at the nails from different angles as well. So while I'm filing this one, I might be looking at the pinky and trying to see if there's any other imperfections underneath, on the surface, or anything like that that I may have to fix, that I may have missed. So it's always a good thing to be aware and fully aware of what exactly you're doing. Even if you think it looks good, always make sure you're looking at them from different angles as well. I'm going in with these pink buffers from Kiara Sky. Really love them. They're nice and tiny, so you don't feel as bad when you have to throw them away. I feel like when you are disposing of products that are bigger, it hurts a little bit more. So definitely really like the compact size of them, and they are really good quality. So I'm just going in and buffing the surface of the nail, making sure everything is nice and smooth in prep for our nail art. Now for our nail art, we're going to be using the frosting gel paint in the color Neon Green from Profiles Backstage. And I'm actually mixing it to dilute it a little bit, make it a little bit smoother to work with the gel art liner in the color White. She wanted a more of a pastel neon green, so that's pretty much what we're aiming for. And I really, really like the color green tone that we went with. She is obsessed with green, so if you didn't know, now you know. A lot of the sets that we do on her are green or have some type of green incorporated in it, and I absolutely love it because it just looks so good. So we're gonna be going in and doing smiley faces. If you guys didn't see this photo floating around social media, we're gonna be copying that trend, or pretty much switching it up a little bit as well in the color and all that stuff. So it's kind of just like a deformed smiley face, like droopy, one would say. So I am going around with the base of it first, and then we're going to be adding the details. It's a super, super simple look, but I absolutely think it is super, super cute, and against the nude color, neons just pop and it looks so good. So definitely recommend if you guys are looking for a fun spring or summer design. Super, super cute. I'm going to be going in now with my black gel paint from Profiles Backstage, and I'm going to be doing the smiley faces, outlining it and all that, using my nail art brush from Not Polish. This has been my go-to lately. I definitely really, really love them. And then we're going to be curing in between layers. Do not forget that. I always just pop it in my light for whatever amount of time. As long as I'm working on the other hand, I honestly don't pay attention. But if you're only doing a few fingers, of course, just pop it in there for about 10-20 seconds and then keep moving. Finishing off with the Gloss It from Not Polish. We're going to be doing these nice and shiny, and I'm going to be adding a thin layer of that, making sure I'm really pressing it into that nail art so that all the little creases and divots that the gel paint kind of makes is infilled and the finished result is nice and smooth. Curing that in the light for a full 60 seconds, adding some cuticle oil to her cuticles, and that pretty much concludes today's video. Let me know what you guys think down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you learned a ton, and I'll see you guys next time.